Queen Elizabeth II has held the head of the crown since 1952. At 95 years of age, she is the longest-lived sovereign in British history. Despite the pandemic, the Queen took time to appear in public on more than one occasion. These are the best images of Queen Elizabeth this past year. In this picture, we can see her with the famous restorer Pinin Brambilla in the upper room. In the midst of this health crisis, there is nothing left but to do everything virtually, as the Queen demonstrates during a diplomatic audience with the Hungarian ambassador Dr. Ferenc Kumin and his wife Victoria. For this occasion, she charmingly attended the Chapel of St. George at the service of the Order of the League, an event that takes place every year in the month of June, which marks the incorporation of new members of the Most Noble Order. The Queen also took time to thank local volunteers and key workers from the Windsor Castle Quadrangle. She paid tribute to the fallen soldiers at a ceremony that takes place every year at the Cenotaph in London. This day is known as Remembrance Day. This picture was taken during her arrival at the opening ceremony of Parliament. The arrival of the Queen at the Palace of Westminster happens in a horse-drawn carriage. In each of her appointments, she usually wears her suits with colors that highlight her presence. Her hat is one of those elements that cannot be missing in her engagements. Here, Queen Elizabeth attended a ceremony to celebrate her birthday at Windsor Castle, because this year the traditional trooping the colour was not carried out due to the coronavirus. This is one of the moments where Her Majesty addressed the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth through a television address for the 75th anniversary of Victoria Day. On April 5th, the Queen spoke about the spread of the pandemic around the world and poignantly paraphrased the words of one of Vera Lynn's famous songs, "We'll meet again. We will meet again." On this occasion, we catch her leaving the Commonwealth service, but not before saying goodbye to the public with great attitude and respect. Here she also let us see one of her many colorful outfits at the opening of the Royal National Throat, Nose and Ear Hospital and the Eastman Dental Hospital in central London. In one of her innumerable engagements, she visited the British Counterintelligence and Security Agency in London. At the beginning of the year, there was also time to visit St. Mary's Church in Hillington, Norfolk, in the United Kingdom. She once again gave us elegance classes with a plaid suit that is well accompanied by her hat. Another of her signature outfits came out in early 2020 on the eve of the Royal Summit to talk about the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. After seeing these images, there is no doubt that Queen Elizabeth is synonymous with style, commitment, and respect. What is your favorite picture of hers?